Ed eccoci di nuovo qua. Il microfono a posto, sì. Tutto a posto.
My daughter receives the finest treatment money can buy.
Chi se ne fotte?
I cannot wait to see her.
No visitors are allowed through here. Professor's orders.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself. My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor.
Te
I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting
Uno parla tedesco, uno parla
compels
inglese.
us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Ci pare
Word of
stasera,
mouth.
quindi sì.
An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten Day. Yes, hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
Ma è pazzo.
Jove, it cannot be him.
Ma che cazzo ne posso sapere?
Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to get
wish
to
to
the truth,
recuperate,
the
Dr.
more
Watson,
it's
you may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
Sto cazzo sul capitato.
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate.
Insomma.
Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
Beh, 3 stelle sicuramente.
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets? Truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Però piglialo, cazzo, piglialo.
Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp.
Ciao, guarda.
Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication.
E quindi?
Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
Non avranno
What was
fatto una
that?
bella fine.
Is someone there?
No. Chi ha visto chi? Quindi di qui non si va. No.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The gall, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak?
Con uno
I
di
am the
Macello.
great Napoleon.
È pazzo soprattutto. È sul Maurizio, soprattutto si chiama.
Oh. Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right.
Fail.
Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Io non capisco perché l'unico pazzo della situazione c'è andato nome Maurizio. Sta cosa mi sa di... Bah.
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Vabbè.
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken. A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Ha scoperto l'acqua calda chi? Quello che ha fatto c'è da non accadere, è una vera barbarie. Va cagando.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Ma tutto ma cerca. Questo in mezzo è carino però, Segrete.
This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here.
Voglio come si chiama.
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? Looks like it's still operational.
E quindi sono ripetitivi.
Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. John Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here.
Vabbè, pensa che abbiamo venduto, no?
Painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted.
Mi sa di sì. Quindi là non posso andare. Questa l'abbiamo sbloccata. Quindi io vado. Mi precipito. Che lo so? E se è vinta? È un profumo?
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance. I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again.
E allora usciamo velocemente da qui perché sennò lei ne a farmi.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax.
Gygax.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway. Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
E quindi di qua non si può. Da qua sto venendo io. Sì. Di qua non si può.
I'm sure I heard something.
Non capisco se quando mi sta avvertendo di non andare qui.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Mi sa che è proprio così. Solo che io non posso né abbassare né niente, quindi mi stai mettendo in difficoltà. Ma caporacci fa tutto cosa. Non penso che quella scala ci faccia salire. Questo uomo? Sì. Maurizio.
I command you to let me out.
Ma vai a cagare. Manca mamma, tu facci sta sciaccadina. Allora io che... Vabbè, me la rischio? Me la rischio.
Hey, what are you doing?
Non era questo. Assolutamente non doveva andare così. Ritorno in cella, che cazzo devo fare? Ma va a fare la cookies. Sta andando in magazzino, allora si scemo.
I'm sure I heard something.
L'unica cosa che non ho fatto è provare così. Mica manco cazzo, però. Se avete caso scemo. Di qua è controllato.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Perché non mi danno soluzioni ma solo problemi. It's wasn't there, giusto per fare qualcosa. Andiamo a esclusione? Perché no? Cioè, capisci? Se ti dimentichi di fare queste cose, tu non vai avanti, non vai avanti. Ma non va a in se stesso perché mi ha detto quello che devo fare, ma non mi ha detto come lo devo fare. Quindi io mi reco qui. Che non servono cazzo. Ma selezionando questo. C'è qualcosa? Ma potrei usare una cerbottana per sedarlo da lontano. Tengo già cerbottana? No, aspetta. Un cagnavia vecchio, ma no, aspetta.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Il blocco bialo è questo. È più facile sedare kill che sedare kill. Andiamo a vedere.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Allora non ci stiamo capendo, zio.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Non ci stiamo proprio a capire. Io non ti sto aiutando, questo è palesissimo.
Truncheon, not the typical tool
Ma
for a
perché
nurse.
io devo... Perché io mi devo cimentare e inventare una cerbottana del cazzo quando stanno manganello e cangò? Perché? Ho tentato... Era per finire a cavapia, sta chiave, giusto?
This should suffice.
Avete sentito tutto, questo dovrebbe bastare. Che io continuo a dire, cioè, pure questo tubo si giocava un capo risolve il primo problema, ma lui no, lui deve inventare una cerbottana. Già aveva qualcosa? Prima che me lo manca. E quando cazzo lo incarriamo?
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance.
Geniale. È la stessa cosa prima.
Manufactured and packaged here. This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
Ma cazzo ci è arrivato fino a qua? O come ci è arrivato fino a Londra? Herr Schneitzer mi ha affretto ad assicurarla che suo figlio è in buone mani e che il disturbo psicologico che ha sviluppato inaspettatamente può essere curato presso il nostro istituto. Sono sicura che lei sia preoccupato per il benessere di suo figlio tanto quanto lo sono io, e sono sicura che anche i nostri sforzi combinati porteranno a una rapida guarigione. Bla 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 bla, la professoressa Gygax. Kelly, insomma. Allora, io di qua posso? Posso. Colleghi, ci facete caso.
Go away or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails!
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda, Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door
cazzo è Hulk?
won't stop me.
Comunque questa fa sul serio. Questa fa sul serio. Questo Ereshpon e ci fa male. Qui erano i colleghi. Io non capisco che cazzo di giro sto facendo. Ah, cavaci nel pizzo. Probabile.
Fabric burnt in the furnace. A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Ma non è che quando poi scopre qualcosa te lo dice adesso.
The garments of several dozen people at least.
Madonna mia.
So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on haunted doll watch.
Ah, quella di Heidi sapeva le risposte.
So you're Heidi.
Aspetta
I
un
didn't
secondo.
realize I was on haunted doll
Secondo me
watch.
c'è qualche altra cosa, che sennò avrebbe posato la bambolina. Mi sta impressionando.
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
Questo. Questa è la zona riservata, zona VIP. Sto meglio una Hind. Età, giovane, adulto, maori, tutti i soggetti buoni condizioni ma sono segni di obbedienza indipendentemente dalla razza o dalla lingua madre. La bottega stava tutto
So
parte.
this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless.
Beh, li drogavano.
An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe. Now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Coincidenze? Io non credo. Mhm. Sì. Come fai fa? È più probabile questo.
This stretcher was disinfected frequently. The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel. The doors can be opened for deliveries. These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look. A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident. Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
C'è morto, non è che è asciutto.
I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell.
Che cazzo?
This is the same design as the one from London. The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous. This trip was prolonged and perilous. Carriages were backed through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Ah, ecco a che si riferiva. Vicino all'ingresso posteriore.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you? Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't
Esatto,
you?
strappi che là da parte capì.
Tell me all you know about those funny-talking people.
we'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was all right.
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Então.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
Ah, perciò sparivano qua dietro. Tutto sangue, questo passaggio segreto.
Scratches. Something has been moved through here. There seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be
Non c'è una manipola, è una manopola. E quindi? Lo so che quello mi serve, ma che ci abbina vicino? Cioè niente di tutto questo sembra utile. Uno per forza deve essere. No, mi manca qualcosa. Ma ingresso posteriore, ma non so che intende lui.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Come capisci ingresso posteriore che minchia è? Da qua è dove siamo venuti noi. Qua non si può salire.
I command you to let me out!
Quindi l'unica strada che potremo via qua è questa. Oh, da qui in poi sinistra, destra. Ma secondo me giriamo, cioè alla fine destra, destra, stiamo sempre puntati a capo, quindi. Qui dove stavamo vedendo.
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
Ma scusa, se cazzo la porta, no? Cioè, ma capito che cazzo la porta? Ma i martelli non mi hanno aiutato. E ci si mi utilizza la manopola, ma non sembra servire a nulla.
The garments of several dozen people at least.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Hell's door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look! She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
You're going to be good as new.
Mamma rada, pam. Ho già trovato gli oggetti per riparare sta bambola del cazzo. Colle e chiodi mi mancano.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a
Ma
distance to travel.
basta. Ecco, cazzo, ci sono una cassetta di attrezzi, non ci sono colle e chiodi. Da aver dovuto dirmi questo.
Stay with me, Heidi. I can't lose you again.
Non posso così sicuro, ci stanno poche colle, la raggia pigliamo. Ma che palle.
Truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse. The unmistakable scent of alcoholism.
Man,
Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
My comrades in Paris shall hear about this.
Ecco. Ah, sì, sta cretina.
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Guarda, pizzati chiudi la capazza, andare tutto bene.
Yes, I...
Shut up! Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences. You bore us. Look, Gerda, the man is insane. The professor would treat him like she treated us.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Madonna.
Look, Gerda, the man is...
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ma che palle!
Look, Gerda, the man...
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask. You bore us. Look at
Heidi,
E io quello
there are
volevo
things
sapere.
I need some clarity on.
Ma come? Quale tipo?
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
You bore us. Look
Eppure sono sicuro di star facendo
Heidi,
giusto.
there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you do. You bore us.
Di sicuro che l'amma parla a questo. Dice affronto, però dice rosso.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on. I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
Quindi uno è semplicemente questo, un semplice caso di un servo.
You're so dull. Dull. Look at the man is insane.
Ma non quanto gli strapperei un chiodo alla volta a quella bambola del cazzo.
But if I get bored.
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there...
You're so dull. Dull. Look at the man is insane.
Dio.
Heidi, there are things I need some
Se
clarity.
si stai guardando questa scena.
I found
Ciao.
Hell's Door, but it's locked. That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
Madonna mia. Mamma Cristo.
Your teeth will make a fine necklace. Look at the man is.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on. I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. That's not true. You, Gerda... Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood and bits.
You could. But then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said...
And now I say tell him!
The professor... She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when you people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Questa bambola è viva per davvero.
You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
Ma io non credo proprio. Ma io non credo proprio. Ah, finalmente ci serve quel coglione. Io sono Napoleone. Mauri, ma come si serve comunque a chi t'abito? Ok, che devo fare più?
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine. Josephine, le voilà. Catch him!
Quindi ma dobbiamo andare sopra?
Psst. Watson, over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes? The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient. Did a child make these? Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs. Did you hear that a patient escaped? All the guards rushed off to find him.
Struggling to remember something.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped. don't want to card block B tonight.
Oh, I want them to fly.
Miss?
Io sono ballo proprio.
I can't just leave Holmes here alone.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
Allora, dobbiamo andare forse da quella.
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Good Lord, that's a lot of records.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I think once a soldier, always a soldier. For all I wished to help others, part of me changed when I was abroad. Broke, perhaps. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave. Do you know really of me already, Doctor?
How rude of me. I was absorbing your wise words, Professor, and must have got distracted.
Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.